guess AJ's breakfast can wait.
Pretty small tree.
Yeah, you're right. It is small. It's very symmetrical. You don't know what that means, do you? You're not here by yourself, are you?
None of your beeswax.
Yeah, well, Merry Christmas.
Whatever.
Okay, now you can't just walk away from me. Come on, hold my hand.
I don't have to. You're not my mother.
But I'm responsible for you. Come on, we'll be out of here in a minute and then we'll go put up the lights, okay? Bailey.
What are you doing in Atlanta? Are the girls with you?
Francis is skiing in Vermont. Ariana's with my mother.
So, what are you doing here?
I'm spending Christmas with a friend. Mark, this is Mr. Malone.
We met. So who is she? Do I know her?
I don't think so.
Maybe we could get together. I mean, all of us. And, I'll get a bigger tree.
Sorry it took so long. They're overwhelmed. You ready to go, hon? Hi, I'm Daniel Weller.
Can we just go?
Bailey Malone.
I'm sorry.
They never give you a break, do they?
My busiest season.
Come on.
Bailey, we've got to be,
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll wait for you, Prom. Okay?
You look great, Janet.
Must be the fluorescence.
You know, in all the time we were married, you could never take a compliment.
Bailey, I gotta...
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
It's a record. 4 days before Christmas, and my shopping's done. This year I got smart. You know how it's always hard to find the right gift for those special women in your life.
Believe me, I'm up nights.
A buddy of mine sells these really cool sports watches. Gave me a deal because I bought 6.
You got the same gift for 6 women?
They'll never know. I wrote individual cards.
Well, there's a nice touch.
Now all I gotta do is figure out which one of the 6 I'm taking to Sam's Christmas party.
Excuse me. Seems like I always come down sick at the holidays. I wonder if that means something.
Give us your assessment, Sheriff.
Well, the first murder happened 2 years ago. Then there were 2 more last year, all within a week of Christmas and all killed with an axe.
Now, we believe they were taken out by a jealous boyfriend or husband.
Why?
Well, just a process of elimination. I mean, there was no robbery motive, and they weren't feuding with anybody. And obviously, old Ben here was engaged in some intimate activity right before he was killed. Yeah.
Malone.
Well, would you excuse me?
Yeah.
No, I don't want that call. Take a message. What?
You what? You didn't say a word the whole drive up here. You didn't look at the case file. What is it? I haven't seen you this upset since your bartender took early retirement.
I ran into Janet. She's in town visiting a friend. And his Beamer and his Rolex. And Merry Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Fixed lividity, rigor resolving. I'd put the time of death between 5 and 6 a.m.
No forced entry here. What about the others? Ben here was the only one who was killed in his residence. Thanks.
So there I was with that little dwarf tree in my garden. All I kept thinking was...
What'd you have to see with that tree?
Yeah. Yeah.
At 3:17 yesterday, Ben purchased a quaint little $4 Zinfandel from Brophy's liquor store. I'm on my way.
Yeah, I'm gonna check on the bedroom.
Yeah.
Usually an axe wound is ragged. This one's clean like a scalpel.
All the victims had a piece of their clothing cut out. Grace, can you tell what he used?
I'd say a small scissor, blade about 3 inches.
You know, he could have shot this guy at a distance. So punishing his victims is more important than his own safety.
Well, some guys just have to make a statement.
Well, he's a planner. He's able to compartmentalize his anger. I mean, kills with gross acts of violence, but brings along a pair of scissors he knows he'll need.
The edges are chewed up. Looks like he had a saw through it.
Axe was sharp, but the scissors aren't.
Mm-hmm.
That's odd, isn't it?
It depresses me to think about people dying at Christmas. This is a time of year to realize how blessed we are.
I certainly do.
My Christmas bonus. That's too cheap to give us cash.
You say you were off yesterday. Was that camera working?
I guess so.
So where's the video equipment?
It's a great suit.
I got it for the holidays. Now, can I please see the video equipment? That's Ben Travers. So, did you get all your shopping done?
I always wait to the last minute. I'm compulsive that way.
I thought maybe the pieces cut from the victim's clothing might form, I don't know, some kind of puzzle. And if they do, it's still a puzzle.
I think it's a guy who shows great restraint.
I don't want to be around when he's pissed.
He's able to keep his anger with his wife in check all year. Probably seems perfectly normal. Any commonality between the victims?
Oh, yeah, we're chock full of it. A teacher, an army recruiter, a feed store employee, and now a farmer. They all lived in Tilden, went to the same high school and one of 3 churches. I mean, there's so much commonality, it may cease to be an asset.
I understand killers taking trophies, but pieces of cloth, I mean, that almost seems like a woman.
Well, the axe weighed between 10 and 12 pounds. Hard for a woman to handle.
Yeah, but the cloth itself, it's so colorful, so pretty. It could evoke strong emotion. It probably isn't a woman, although a woman could play a pivotal role in the killer's life, maybe even a donor.
Pieces of cloth are easy to handle in heads or hands. A hell of a lot easier to steal. They can be hidden without fear of detection.
Maybe he doesn't want to hide them. Maybe he wants to display them sewn together like some sort of victory banner or flag.
Maybe he's a tailor.
Tilden's off-the-rack kind of town, Georgie.
No, if he was a tailor, he would have used shears instead of a small pair of scissors, and they would have been sharp. Well, one thing is, for certain, he knows how to use an axe. So maybe he uses it in his line of work, firewood business, construction.
Start there.
Travers had a girl with him. With a little luck, we might get an ID. All right, this is perfect. Thanks for your help. We'll get this back to you as soon as we can. Oh, and Merry Christmas. Hey, Julie, this Dorsey. Ow.
I want you to know that I support the government wholeheartedly.
We in the government are here to service the needs of the people. What is it?
I think I'm gonna be...
Julie, don't. Oh, no, my suit.
Violence at Christmas is about family. He's killing the men that he sees as a threat.
Well, if she slept with 4 different guys, I'd say the problem lies a lot closer to home.
Yeah, well, he probably can't see it that way. The threat has to be external, or it would destroy his image of the family unit.
I'll be glad when this Christmas is over.
Tell you what. Why don't you tell me what's going on?
Didn't you say you were trying to reach your dad, have him home for the holidays?
Yeah. I left 4 messages, no responses. Typical. You know, Paul is coming over to help me trim the tree. It's the first time that he's gonna meet Chloe.
Nervous?
Yeah. Why don't you join us? You can help me break the ice.
The only ice I'll be breaking is in a glass of Jameson's. You'll be fine. Goodwill to men. Hell of a concept.
Latest victim is Michael Gagnon, a sales rep. Arrived in town on last Wednesday. Wasn't reported missing until today.
That syncs up. The state of decom puts the time of death at about 6 days. The cause of death the same, identical trauma from the same exact acts. Another piece of clothing was cut away. This one from the pants.
Who found the body?
A guy you can't remember his own name. Hey, it's from Karen. I get her that sports watch, and I get nose hair clippers.
It's the thought that counts, baby.
On the security camera tape, I've isolated the frame with the strongest image, strongest being a relative term. But I can't get a decent image of that woman, and it's only getting worse.
Keep it going. We got a routine on Gagnon.
He comes into town twice a week on business. Plenty of time to have an affair with the killer's wife.
If she's sleeping with this many people, you would think that someone would know about it.
Well, not necessarily. The sexual encounters only have to be real in the killer's mind.
Well, they were real enough for Ben Travers.
Yeah, well, the killer knew about the affair with Ben Travers. It could be that the pain and paranoia of that affair caused him to go into a delusional state where now anyone who even looks at his wife the wrong way is guilty of a perceived infidelity.
Malone. Where? I'll be right there. Just keep it going.
Uh-huh. Scissors. Could they have been children's scissors?
It could have been. But no kid did that.
No, but it could be that he's being driven by memories of his childhood. I mean, Christmas may mean the reopening of old wounds, something that happened to him as a child. Murder started, what, 2 years ago, right? George, can we come up with a list of all the domestic tragedies that occurred in Tilden on or around Christmas? And that means homicides, suicides, home invasion, things like that. Let's go start 2 years ago and go back as far as we can.
Got it.
Hope you don't mind my coming here like this.
Not at all. You're here to tell me what you couldn't tell me the other day. You got that look on your face. One you always had when something was bothering you, but it took you 3 days to get it out.
Nothing's bothering me.
Want some coffee?
I'm marrying Daniel.
The guy from the store the other day, the short guy. He only seemed like, that's great. That's great. Seriously, I think it's great. Just great.
You just said great 4 times.
How do the girls feel about it?
I think he's terrific.
Great.
5.
So when's the big day?
Sometime during the spring. We really haven't decided yet.
Springtime. That's... I appreciate you telling me to my face.
I didn't want you to find out from the girls or Hear it from someone else. What?
Don't do it.
Bailey.
He's all wrong for you.
You met him for 3 seconds.
I read people. I'm in the people business. You're making a big mistake.
It's not my first.
Oh, thanks a lot.
I didn't mean you, and I didn't come here for your permission.
What did you come here for?
You are the father of my children. I thought you deserved to know.
You thought I deserved to know. Now? There must have been a better time to tell me. You could have waited for Christmas Eve. You could have wrapped it up in a nice big bow and put it under my nice little tree.
You know what? This is perfect.
Or better yet, you could have told me at Thanksgiving.
He doesn't kill at any other time of the year, so it could be that some sort of family trauma happened at Christmas, and whatever it was, that provided the stressor.
Vintage you!
In this argument, it is right out of your greatest hits.
What I was thinking I might do.
Ever just forgive each other and move on?
Who says we haven't?
What we're doing right here says we haven't. Bailey, you know, I thought that maybe, just maybe, we could salvage a little bit of dignity out of this.
We have. Very little.
Well, I just thought that you should know.
Fine.
Good.
Great.
Take care of yourself, Bailey.
This person is suffering from an arrested development, angry at the world, his family, wife, whatever.
So, where were we?
What?
I knew at some point she'd get married. Surprised it's taken this long. She's a great woman. And why shouldn't she be happy?
No reason.
None at all. I mean, she raised the girls essentially alone. She deserves to be with someone who'll take care of her, you know? I mean, be there for her. I don't know why the idea of it drives me. Damn holidays. You know?
Bailey, come and trim the tree with us, okay?
Tree trimming's a family thing, Sam.
I know.
Thanks.
I'm gonna keep trying. You know that, don't you?
It's getting late. How come I don't smell supper?
Sorry, AJ, I'm just running a little behind.
Well, get you a little behind in there and get supper going.
Okay, just let me finish this stitch.
Oh, all this Christmas card crap. Gotta stop crying, Jenny. Okay. I know what was going on between you and Ben Travers. Yeah. I've known all along, Sweet Pea. He was trying to take you away from us. As far as I'm concerned, you know, whoever killed him, doing us both a favor. And you know, if anybody comes around asking questions, you know, like cops or anybody like that, you just button up about you and him. We had a passing acquaintance with Mr. Ben Travers. Nothing more.
Okay, like I said, it's getting worse, and the pixelation is totally degraded. Oh, by the way, there are no suicides on record in Tilden during the month of December for the past 40 years. 16 unattended deaths, 1 murder. Guy killed his brother over a football game. The brother is still in prison, and the family moved to Michigan.
Maybe it didn't happen in Tilden. Maybe the killer's not even in Tilden. George, run a check within 100 miles.
So, we're agreed that this is useless?
Seems to be.
Wait, George, stop it right there. There's someone behind that tree. Is he watching them? Look at the way he's wearing his baseball cap. He has it on backwards. Younger guys do that, right? All of the victims have been older men in their 40s or 50s. They could be father figures to him or his wife.
Source of emotional or financial support to his wife, which could make him jealous.
Or they could represent his own father. Father who abused him, who caused him pain. Maybe now he's thrust into the role of an adult with responsibilities he isn't ready to handle.
Will, honey. You know AJ don't want nothing Christmas in this house.
It's just a little tree. I remember when you, me, and AJ, we was kids, and Mom and Daddy used to trim a little tree up for the neighbors because they was poor. Yeah. I remember that like it was yesterday.
I'm glad, sweetie. I'm glad.
What's that tree doing here?
Oh, AJ ain't hurt nothing.
I said no Christmas.
It's the tiniest tree I could find, AJ.
Having a dead tree in the house is a stupid thing. Needles all over the place. Fire hazard. Is that what you two want for this place to go up in flames? Then what? I'll be looking for a new place. Be up to me to find it and pay for it. Be up to me all over again.
Wish he wouldn't drink so much.
Wish he would have gone off and joined the army like he said he was gonna do. Damn, I wish he would have.
Do you like the new ornaments?
Yeah,
Which one's your favorite?
they're all good.
You know, I bet you could be less enthusiastic if you put your mind to it.
You said Grandpa might be coming.
Oh, no, I heard from his office, Chloe. He's at some conference in New Zealand.
Doesn't he want to be with us?
Yeah, he does. He's just, you know, he's really busy.
I'm glad Angel is going to be with her family this year, but why can't we trim the tree with someone we know, like Bailey or someone?
It's bothering you that Paul's coming over to trim the tree, isn't it?
No. Don't worry. I can go over to Stacy's and help her trim her tree so you can be alone.
Chloe. Look, I really like Paul, and I think that you could too, but this holiday is about us, so, you know what, I'm just going to tell him not to come, all right?
You'd do that?
Yeah.
Don't. We need somebody tall anyway.
Honey, I've never seen stitching like this in my life.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm making a special one for Will for Christmas. It's a surprise.
Talent like yours. What I'm saying is there's money to be made. In Chicago, this will get you $1,500.
Really?
You set yourself up in business there, no telling how much you could make. I know people who'd help you.
Chicago.
There's nothing for you in a place like this. I got a friend owns a store on Michigan Avenue. After the holidays, why don't we drive on up and see her?
I'm awful sorry, Mrs. Simpson.
Think about it.
What did that big mouth want?
Oh, nothing.
I've been sitting here for 5 minutes, Jenny. She must have been saying something. Hmm? What was it? What was it?
She said I could sell my quilts in Chicago for maybe $1,500 per. She said that if I was to go up there and go into business, there is no telling.
Jenny, you can't leave us. I know I'm not the easiest. I've done more than a few things that I regret. But I've been trying awful hard to keep things together since Mama and Daddy died. I've been trying.
I know, Age, I know.
But I can't do it without you. Will is, well, he loves you more than anything. And I love you. We just fall apart without you.
How the hell could they have all found out? 6 women, 6 nose hair clippers.
I could be wrong, but I think they're sending you a message, and it's got nothing to do with your nose. Okay, Billy, no crimes within a 100-mile radius of Tilden that send up a red flag.
Billy, what if there is no wife? I mean, what if this isn't about sexual jealousy at all, but about keeping a family together at Christmas? I mean, the pieces of cloth could represent the members of the family, and sewing them together literally into some sort of blanket or quilt could symbolize to the killer that his family is together.
There's no unfaithful wife to threaten that stability, then.
The threat to the family could come from within the family itself, could be a brother or a sister.
And they'd be at just as much risk as the other victims.
More. Emotions run higher. And they would be easier to get to.
And when you pop the top, you gotta start chugging.
Oh, AJ, don't you be teaching him that.
What's a brother for? Come on, let's do another one.
No, that is enough of that.
The boy's gonna drown. There's worse things he could drown in.
Sounds just like Daddy when you said that.
Meaning what? Exactly.
Meaning nothing, AJ.
Well, you said I sounded just like Daddy when I said that, so you must have been meaning something.
Honest, I didn't.
How long you been in the habit of saying things you don't mean, Jenny?
I was just making an observation.
If I wanted observations, I'd go up to Lookout Point!
Come on, she didn't mean anything.
Shut up. I was talking to her now. I got one moron that doesn't know how to chug a beer and another one that didn't say what you mean. Come on now, say it. Say what you mean. Come on now. Say it now. Say what you mean now. Listen. How you want to make quilts? How you going to do that with 5 studs? Huh? How you going to do that? Huh? Come here now. Come here now. Sit there and shut up. Now, you all know I don't sound anything like that, Eddie. I mean, I'm nothing like the man. But if you ever say that again, Sweet Pea, it'll be the last thing you ever say.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, I forgot to wrap this
Yeah.
diary for.
Oh, jeez.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
By the way, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was a dressy thing.
No, I just.
Just threw that on?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad. You look great.
Oh. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Is it it's not a problem me being here? I mean, for Chloe.
No, not at all. Why?
Well, it's just been about an hour and I hadn't seen her. I mean, what? She out of town or something?
No. She's upstairs. She's going to this tree trimming party across the street. So I'm gonna wrap this.
You got her diary, huh? I thought kids just use computers these days.
Oh, well,
When I was a kid, I used to love crawling under the covers with my flashlight and my diary, so.
I don't know, maybe it's just the lawyer in me, but I would never want to leave potentially incriminating evidence like that just lying around.
Well, that's why they come with locks. Thank you.
Merry Christmas, boys.
Merry Christmas, Sheriff.
Oh, what do we know?
One axe wound in the back. Almost came clear through. Same as the others.
There's one significantly different detail, however. This victim's a female.
Sorry, Sheriff. Thought you'd been told.
No. No, I had not.
So,
Hi.
just...
Go ahead.
Look, Sam, this is, there's only so much attention I can take, so,
Sorry.
Look, I swear, it's not gonna hurt if you just sit still. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm sorry. Oh, I can't believe I
Sam.
did the wood.
Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Barbara Somerset, widowed 8 years ago.
Is she involved with anyone? Someone who had been jealous enough to kill her?
Lived quietly, as far as we can tell. Didn't have so much as a date since her husband died.
Does she have children?
No.
This doesn't make any sense. Why would he target her?
Hi.
It's okay, Frank, thanks. The girls kept forgetting to take them to the post office.
Well, I can see that they get them.
You don't have to.
Bailey, I
I'm
felt
sorry about
badly
the
that
other
we...
day. You were always a couple of heavyweights when it came to arguing.
Yeah, well, we were no slouches when it came to making up either, huh? Well, Bailey, maybe we could, talk one of these days.
I'll call you right after the holidays.
Merry Christmas, Bailey.
You too.
love Will, but I can't stay here forever. So many people tell me I have to move on, try to make something of my life. It'll be so hard to leave, but I have to.
Mrs. Somerset was old enough to be his mother, so maybe that's what she represents to him. An abusive mother.
Granted, mothers are capable of a lot, but to damage him so he would kill like this?
Well, what is the worst thing that a mother could do to a child? Abandon him. Leave him when he needed her the most. Die.
Here it is. Tilden property tax records. Why was I looking for them?
Because the family may have moved to Tilden from someplace else.
Okay. The Potters, the Murphys, and the Tibbetts all moved to Tilden in the last 3 years.
Merry Christmas, honey. I hope you like it. Like it?
Whoa. Michael Tibbett of Minneapolis killed his wife, Kathleen, and then himself. Date is 8 years ago today.
He left behind 3 children. AJ, Virginia, and Will. Yep.
This could be a good day. This could be a very good day.
Maybe it could be like the old days.
It's on account of you!
AJ, stop it, please!
Mom and Daddy hate each other on account of you!
No, AJ! No!
You ruined everything! You're stupid! And slow! Mama hated being home because of you! She ran off and left us because of you!
Please, AJ, stop!
Jenny!
Willie, you okay? Willie? Willie, he's not gonna hurt you anymore. You're gonna be okay, baby. Willie, don't you leave me. Don't you leave me, Willie. Come on, Will. Come on. Come on.
It was me.
Here you go, Henry.
I killed him. And AJ, too. But he was gonna kill Jenny. I couldn't let him kill Jenny. It's Christmas morning.
Come on, son, let's go.
Ginny's diary. Every victim's in there. Drivers was her lover. The rest were friends encouraging her to leave her brothers, move out on her own.
Turn it over to Landry.
He didn't kill his brother.
Confess to all the others.
He couldn't kill AJ. He was trying to keep his family together, and he was killing to keep it that way. So what do we do?
She was defending Will.
It's not really an answer, really.
It's Christmas. It's answer enough.
Ho, 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 and a Merry Christmas to you.
Wait a minute. I know you. Aren't you the guy who had his pick of 6 dates? Don't tell me. They all lost track of time. Ho, ho, ho.